Wanted to share some advanced search tips for you when working in Google Chrome. There are a lot of great search options available to you. I know I've done some videos on some other ones, but I wanted to show you a couple of quick shortcuts to make some of your searching a little bit quicker. So to change these things, I'm going to give you an example of why you might want to change them first. So I'm going to go up into my Omnibox and I'm going to type in YouTube. When I type in youtube.com, you'll notice that in the Omnibox it says press tab to search YouTube. So I'm going to click tab, and what that's going to do is it's going to allow me to search within YouTube and within YouTube only. So if I'm looking for a particular YouTube video, I can start searching for something there. I like to search for cats. So I'm going to search for cats, and what that does is it will only show me YouTube hits. It basically opens up YouTube for me and searches that for me. So it saves me a couple of clicks, which is kind of handy. Now, let's say there are some sites that you regularly use and regularly search. You can add those as search engines to your particular Chrome account. YouTube is a default one usually, and there are a couple other defaults. So I want to show you where you can find and edit these. So I'm going to go into my settings and scroll down a little bit where it goes to search. Now this is where you can choose what your default search engine is, so it is automatically set at Google, but if you want to change them to one of those other ones, that's fine too. Now you can click on Manage Search Engines, and this is where you can add or remove particular search engines. So first off, it will show you your default search engines. Google is usually one that shows up, as well as Yahoo and Ask, AOL, and so on and so forth. Google, you'll notice, I don't know if you've ever tried to type in Google and then space, and it automatically starts to search Google for you as opposed to using Google as a search term. It's because it's one of those default search engines. If I scroll down a little bit more, I can see other search engines. So Drive is one of them, and Wikipedia is one that I've added in myself. And YouTube, that was the one that we used earlier. So I typed in youtube.com, and then that allowed me to search YouTube after pushing tab. I'm going to show you an example of how Drive is working. I'm going to go into a new tab. I'm going to type drive.google.com space or tab, and that will allow me to search just in my Google Drive. You can see it shows up blue to show that it's using that custom search engine. So let's say I want to add in a search engine. So I'm going to add in a search engine, so how stuff works. So I'm going to go to howstuffworks.com. Now I could just go to howstuffworks.com and search it from here, but if I want to save myself that step, I'm going to add it as a search engine. So you'll notice that what it wants is you add in what your search engine is. You add in what the keyword is, what that domain is that you're going to type. Then you have to add in a URL. It says with a percentage in the place of the query. So I'm going to show you what that looks like on How Stuff Works. I'm going to search for something, fish. So that shows me what the URL looks like for when I have a query for fish. So I'm going to copy that URL, and I'm going to go back into my search engine so I can add it in. Oh, it added it in for me because it knew that's what I was going to do. But if you're adding in a custom one, what you do is you paste in that URL, and then instead of what it was searching for, I am going to do equals percent and S, and that will let it search for anything as soon as I type that tab in. So now that I have that as a search engine, I'm going to say done, and I'm going to show you how that will work. I type howstuffworks.com. Oops. I can push tab, and that will allow me to automatically just search in howstuffworks.com. So now I have my own custom search engine. You can do this for anything. There are some URLs out there for how you can search your Gmail account from up here, as well as your calendar, and pretty much anything that you can search on. So that was one big search tip. I want to show you just one other one. So you'll notice now I'm on this page and I have all this great fish, and I want to learn more about some of these things. So here it says fish allergies. I want to learn more about fish allergies. If I highlight fish allergies on the page and I right click, you'll notice that I can search Google for whatever it is that I've selected. So I click that, it will open up a new tab for me, and it searches Google for any of those things related to fish allergies. I can see all of those cool hits. Now, if I'm on this page, I don't want to be on this page anymore, I can take this thing that I've selected, I'm going to search for fish allergies again, I'm going to drag it up into my Omni box and drop it. That will do the exact same thing for me, except it does it in the same tab, so you lose wherever you were before, but you didn't have to, use the keyboard to copy paste. And that works on any site with any terms that you have selected, any text anywhere on the page. So those are a couple of cool search tips for you. Hopefully they make your internet exploring a little bit easier.